Hi Year 2, welcome to today's literacy lesson. As always, please make sure that you have got your pen or pencil and a piece of paper or a whiteboard, whatever you use to write on, and we're going to start off with our vocab blast. We've got some new words today in our vocab blast, so we're going to talk through what each of these words are and what they mean. We've got this first one here. There's a picture of a girl and she's thinking. The definition of this word is wanted to know, and the word is wondered. What's the word? What's the word? Wondered. Fantastic. So this word is wondered. It means wanted to know. Our next word is decided. What's that word? What's that word? Decided. Well done. We've got a picture of a man and he's stuck at two paths going away from each other. He's having to decide which one to take. So decided means come to a decision or made a choice. So he had to make that choice for which way to go. Decided. The next one is rumbled. Can you say rumbled? Rumbled. Rumbled. And I've got a picture of a little girl and her tummy has rumbled. You can see all the little sound waves coming off her tummy because it rumbled. And rumbled means made a loud noise. So rumbled is making a loud noise. What's this one again? With the little girl thinking? Wondered. Well done. What's this one with the man trying to I nearly said that word. Trying to choose which way he wants to go. Decided. Well done. What's this one with the little girl in her tummy? Rumbled. Fantastic. Now I've got this one. This word is hid. 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 Hid, hid, hid. And we've got a little girl and she's peeking out from behind a tree. Hid means keep out of sight. So like when you play hide and seek. Hid is the past tense word for hide. Hid. The little girl hid behind the tree. And then we have got this last word. This word is lowering. Can you say lowering? Lowering. Fantastic. And we've got a picture of a boat that is lowering into the water. That's because lowering means move something or somebody downwards. So they're moving it down, they're lowering it. Super quick, I'm going to hide up what these words are and let's see if you can remember what they are from their definitions and their pictures. Are we ready? Okay, let's go. This first one, the little girl who's thinking, this word means wanted to know. What's that word? Wondered. Fantastic. We've got our man at our crossroads. He needs to choose which way he wants to go. What's this word? Decided. We've got the little girl and her tummy is making a noise. What's this word? Rumbled. We've got a little girl and she is behind that tree. She's keeping out of sight. The word is hid. And our last word, moving something or somebody downwards. We're lowering the boat into the water. Well done, Year 2. What a fantastic start to today's literacy lesson. Now that we've figured out what those words are and we know what they mean, we need to match them up to the right pictures. So you can pause the video now if you want to, and you can write the word and draw the picture that goes along with the word. Or you can just do it in your head and decide where they need to match up to. And we're going to talk through the answers in a moment. So you can pause the video now. Okie dokie. Rumbled, that's our first word. Which picture is rumbled? Brilliant, well done. It's that one with the girl and her tummy, which has rumbled, it's made a noise. Decided. Which picture is decided? It's this one with the man, and he's trying to choose which way he wants to go. He has decided to go this way. What about this picture here of the little girl behind the tree? Which word is that? Is it lowering, hid, or wondered? It's hid. Well done. The little girl hid behind the tree. What's this one of the boat moving down into the water? Is that lowering or wondered? It's lowering. Fantastic if you got that right. And the last one is wondered. Thinking of something, they wondered about something. Fantastic. Okay, now that our vocab blast is done, we are going to start reading some of our story, The Journey Home. So I'm going to super quickly change my screen so you can see me and our book, The Journey Home. Here we go. The frozen sea was melting. Where has all of my ice gone? The polar bear wondered. And where is my food? He looked around. Well, I can't stay here, he decided, so he went for a swim. There he is, sitting on his little bit of ice that's melting. As he swam along, he found a little boat, alone upon the sea. This will be easier than swimming, he thought, as he climbed in. There he is, finding the boat. And off he went. Okay, what I would like you to do is I would like you to tell somebody in the room what has just happened in that bit of the story that I have read to you. What has just happened in that story so far? Tell somebody in the room, off you go. Fantastic, so you should have said something that was maybe similar to, there was a polar bear, his ice was melting, and he went in a boat. If you said something similar to that, well done. So the polar bear has got in this little boat and his ice is melting. What do you predict will happen next? So that means, what do you think is going to happen now? He's all alone in this little boat. What do you think is going to happen? I think that he's going to travel somewhere on that boat. What do you think? Tell somebody in the room now. Fantastic. So, there are 3 distinct periods of time. We have got past, present, and future. Stories like the one that we're reading are mostly written in the past tense because they're telling us something that has already happened. So that is the past tense. What's that called? Past tense. Fantastic. Past tense is about something that has already happened. What's past tense about? Something that has already happened. Well done, year 2. Present tense is something that is happening now, and future tense is something that is going to happen. We'll be focusing mostly on past tense today, but it's important that we know what present tense and future tense are as well. Okay, what's past tense again? Something that has already happened. Brilliant. Present tense is something that's happening now. What's present tense? Something that's happening now. Fantastic. And future tense is something that is going to happen. What's future tense? Something that is going to happen. Brilliant. Well done. We can tell what tense something is written in by looking at the verbs in that piece of writing. What's a verb? It's an action word. Remember, well done if you've remembered that one. It's an action word. It's a doing word, something that's happening or happened or will happen. So I've got the verb do. Let's say that I am doing something now. So do is present tense. I am doing something now. Well, what am I doing now? I am doing some teaching. So I could say, I am doing some teaching. Or I could say, I do some teaching now. That's what I am doing now. I am doing some teaching. If we're talking about what I did yesterday, that tense changed to past tense. And I would say, I did some teaching yesterday, or I was doing some teaching yesterday. And if we talk about what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, surprise, surprise, I will do some teaching tomorrow, and I am going to do some teaching. And that's the future. That's what I'm going to do in the future tomorrow. So now that we know which ones are the past tense, there's the red words, the present tense, the yellow words, and the future tense, the green words, I have got some sentences written here. I'm going to read them out. When I've read them out, I want you to tell me, is it past tense? Is it present tense? Or is it future tense? You can use the clues on the screen to help you. I want you to shout it out. Is it past, present, or future? I am doing my homework now. Past, present, or future? It's present. Well done, because I've said I am doing, I am doing it now. Next sentence. I was doing my homework last night. I was doing. Is that past, present, or future? It says was doing. So it is past. Well done if you got that one right. I am going to do my homework tonight. Which one is that? Past, present, or future? I am going to do. Brilliant, it's future. Going to do. And the last one. I did my homework last night. Which one is that? It's past. Well done, I did. I did my homework last night. Fantastic. We're going to read a little bit more of the story now. And what I want you to do, when you hear a verb, an action word, a doing word, I want you to write it down. Okay, on your piece of paper or your whiteboard, whatever you've got in front of you, I want you to write that down. I want you to see how many verbs you can find. So you need to make sure you've got your best listening ears on. Check them now, make sure they're working. Fantastic. Listening for verbs, listening for action words. Because this is a story and it's in past tense, I'll give you a clue. A lot of these verbs are going to end in ed. Those two letters, ed. Not all of them will, because some of them don't follow that rule. But that's a little clue to help you find those verbs. So you should hopefully be able to see me now, and I'm going to carry on reading the story. Keep listening for your verbs. Before long, the polar bear came upon a city where machines rumbled and tall buildings hid the sky. What are you doing? Asked a panda watching from the docks. I am sailing in my boat, replied the polar bear. It's easier than swimming, you see. Well, I can't stay here, said the panda, lowering himself down into the boat. I think I'll come with you. And there they are talking. Together, the two animals sailed along. listening to the seagulls and saying hello to the fish. I wonder how many verbs you have been able to find whilst you've been doing your best listening. I'm going to show you all of the ones that I spotted. What you can do is you can tick them off whilst you are checking your own to see if you've managed to spot all of the same ones that I found. So pause your screen and tick off the ones that you have found. I wonder if you found them all. So the main activity that we're going to be doing today is writing a postcard. Here are some examples of postcards. A postcard is something that you send to your friends and your family when you go on holiday somewhere or you travel somewhere and you want to let them know how you are doing and what you've been up to. So you're telling your family and friends about what has happened so far, and you're going to pretend to be the polar bear or the panda and tell your family and friends about what has happened in the story so far. If we are saying about something that has happened in the past, what tense are we going to be in? Past tense. Fantastic. It's already happened, so we're writing in the past tense. So you might want to use some of those fantastic verbs that you found in your writing today. This is the 1-star challenge. You can choose whether or not you want to write about being the panda or about being the polar bear. You will find these sheets on the home learning section of the Byron Wood website. And all you have to do, just like when you are in school, is choose the words to fit in the boxes. So you're looking for the missing words that fit in the boxes. And then you can write up your your postcard onto the postcard template that's also on the website for you. Okay, so you might say, dear friends, the forest was, what had happened to the panda's forest, do we think? It's not a forest anymore, it was a city. So the forest was it destroyed? Was it hated? Was it sore? That doesn't make sense. Was it sailed away? Was it chopped down? Or was it noticed? That doesn't make sense either. Which word do you think we could put in there? The forest was chopped down. Great choice. So the forest was chopped down, and you're just going to choose the other words to put in the other boxes. You might not use them all. So choose who you want to be and complete that like we do in school. The 2-star challenge today. Again, you decide, do you want to be the panda or the polar bear? The sheets are on the home learning section of the website, and you are using the communicate and print to help you make your sentences. You might notice that these verbs are not in the past tense. You're going to have to turn them into the past tense. So you're going to have to add that ed to the end of some of these verbs. The forest was chopped down or destroyed. You choose which ones you want to use, which words you want to use to make your sentence. I would circle them whilst I'm going along so that I remember which words I have chosen to use, and then you're going to write that sentence onto your postcard, and then you can start on your next sentence. And then finally, we have got the 3-star challenge. You have got this word map to help you, and you need to decide again, do you want to be the polar bear or the panda? And you're going to tell your friends and family about what has happened in the story so far. The word map will help you, however, it's not got all of those past tense verbs on. So you're going to have to decide how to make those verbs past tense. Now, some of them we can just put an ed on the end. Melt becomes melted. And some of them have already got that E, like notice. Notice becomes noticed. But some of them are completely different. So swim, if you swim somewhere but you have already done it, you say that you have swam. And that's a different one. Okay, you might need to have a look on Google, or if you've got a dictionary at home, to help you figure out how to do the past tense versions of these verbs. But do your best, and we can't wait to see all of the fantastic work that you're going to be sending to those class emails. Bye everybody, see you tomorrow.